What is up? What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of DieTyeRadio. Yes, I am. Well, I am Saw. I am not the host today, but I will open the show. I am Saw. You can follow
You're
me on.
who? Where did you come from?
I I'm Saw.
Where did you come from? It's been like ages. What the heck?
I
Holy shit,
I've had a
y'all!
little bit of
It's a
things
ghost.
going on. I had a little bit of things going on.
He
Some
had
real
some things going on.
I had some things, some big things happening.
Yeah,
But I,
big.
but I'm back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the topics for today, so we're gonna switch that over to this person. But in a minute,
Mocha, beat him
before
up.
we even get to that, I want to say that you can follow me on Instagram at official.saw. And everybody else, introduce yourselves before we get started.
Nah, hold on, Mocha, beat him up. He don't know. He don't know the. He don't know
I don't know the what.
Beat him
How
up.
the heck do you not
I
know
know the
the
time.
freaking
I
Beat
know
him
the
topic
up.
for
topics, but
today?
I don't know the
Beat him
questions
up.
That
that
you
we're supposed to
every
be
day. You
asking,
not
or
read
we're
group chat?
supposed. I
Why you
do
think
read
you
the.
ain't gonna read no group
Okay,
chat?
y'all
Why?
gotta tell on
Why?
me.
It's right there. It's right there in group chat. Why?
Beat him
I
up.
read. I read.
You
I've
read,
read.
but you don't know. So
I do. I
clearly, you're
do.
not comprehending the lesson that is being told.
Why you
So
cutting
tell
into me,
me
yo?
why you don't understand. Why you don't know topic. Topic today is financial income.
I
Wait a
know
minute,
about. I
pause.
know
Now
that
you
the.
make a post about the topic, but
I
still
know
don't know
that the.
it.
Bro, I know.
Get him.
Let him
I
up.
How
Light
do
him
know
you
up,
make a
Mocha.
the
Light
post
him
Get
up.
about
topics.
the
him.
I
topic but
don't know
don't
the
know it?
questions, and
Help
that's
me
why I said.
understand. Help me
I
understand.
I know the topics. I don't know what we're supposed to be asking each other or
Oh,
what
Okay,
we're
so
supposed.
that's how you put it.
so
I don't know how to ask the question of the topic, but there you go, saying I don't know the topic.
I
Sir,
didn't mean okay.
sir,
I didn't
that's the
mean it
wrong
like that.
phrase. That makes you look very suspect. That makes you
Why
look
she
like you
cut
don't
into
know
me
what
on
you're
live
doing. We
though?
know what we're
it's
doing.
all
So you
I'm
know what
cutting
you're
into
doing.
you. I can't.
That's how we should be because you know better and you didn't do better.
Thank you. Case
All
closed.
Now the
right,
whole team, the whole squad gonna go against
down,
me.
down,
Y'all better
down.
introduce ourselves. Who is y'all? Why y'all cut into
You
me and
already
shit?
know me as Mocha Badu, and you can follow me on Instagram.
My name is Kayla, and you can follow me on Instagram at Kayla Moon.
This Combat Pretty, and you already know you can follow me at Combat Pretty.
This is the first time she done
Hey,
said
she
something
just
this whole.
took
We
a.
didn't even know she was here.
Hey, my grenade was here, so you know I was about to come drop a bomb.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Well, yeah, it's me, Z, man. You already know what it is. Follow me at ZHU and then underscore. You already know.
Yeah, all our stuff is down there, just going along, going along. So
Yeah,
if
make sure
you mistake, it's right there. We don't have to repeat ourselves.
we ain't gotta
Shit.
repeat ourselves, just like what Mocha said. But today our topic is about financial literacy and yeah, just things in the financial world. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna switch it over to Z, and he's gonna ask us a few
Oh,
questions.
that's
We're gonna
right.
talk about because we didn't talk about this.
I'm done. I'm
I'll play
done.
with you. I'll play with
Keep,
you. I'll play with
keep
you.
digging a hole.
Nah,
Just
see,
keep
see. All
digging.
right, all right.
Keep,
So
keep
No,
digging.
we
obviously,
done.
He keep digging. I can't save this man. Save him, Z.
nah, I'm
Save
playing.
him.
I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing with him. I'm playing with him. But nah, obviously we talking about finances. So that y'all brought up, y'all want to talk about finances. So let's talk about finances. So I got some questions for y'all. First of all, like I just want to know that. Well, obviously the main thing of this episode is get your money right. That's the episode. Get your money right. So obviously, if we go tell people get your money right, I need to ask y'all a question: is your money right?
Hmm.
I think I'm doing good. I'm doing good right now. I'm doing. This is probably like the best I've done in my adulthood. So that makes me feel good.
Okay. Yeah, everybody else kind of got a little quiet.
I'm
Like,
working close
I was
towards
waiting for
middle
her to be
class.
done. I was waiting for her to be done. Okay, I didn't want to be rude. Okay.
I'm just saying, you
I'm working
scratch
my
your
way up
head,
through the
Momo.
ropes.
And
Okay,
that's
I like
real.
that. I like that. I like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My money looking a little funny, but it is not a joke.
He got some funny money. but
Oh,
it
that is
ain't.
sad.
It is not a joke.
He said
It
it's
is
not
not
a
no
I'm
joke.
joke.
doing pretty. I mean, I will say, in terms of in terms of my job, my company is doing great.
Mm.
In terms of my personal finance, it is funny.
Mm.
Well, that's just always the perception. Jobs, that's the facts. Law jobs get buffier, and the employee just gets paid.
Mhm.
No, but soon, very soon, my money will be looking not funny. Well, it will be still funny, but it'll be funny, haha, as in like hilariously funny, not funny like,
What's that
oh, that's
funny?
weird.
Yeah. Funny, haha.
It's a TikTok.
I don't think he got it that funny. I think it was just it was it's funny. But let me answer the question that
We lost somebody.
Seen
oh
it.
shoot.
She
There
back.
we go.
Oh,
She
we
back.
back. But what I will say is that I have improved from where I used to be. I
You
believe
improved from where you
always.
used to.
Yeah, I used to be straight up broke, struggling, freaking trying to rearrange shit that did not exist. Now I got some shit, but I still have the mentality of let me still arrange this so that way I always got some shit. I don't overspend. Basically, I've improved a lot better. I improved. And I think that's the goal with money. Always improve your knowledge with it and how to use it because it is a tool.
Absolutely.
What about you, Z? How your money looking?
You ain't got no funny money, right? You ain't got no funny money.
You ain't
Hilarious.
got no Usher bucks, right?
I
You ain't got
cannot
no
believe dog
monopoly
really
money,
made
right?
them. I can't believe
It
dog
was
really
throwing him in
made
the strip club.
right, like it was real money.
Like it was, man, he wouldn't have fight me.
Got no $dollars.
I got money, bro. You got $10,000 in Usher bucks.
I see y'all got jokes. I see
Make it
y'all.
say, hey, hey.
Y'all
Should
are
have got
jokes.
down on. She was
Yeah,
coming to
y'all are
get
jokes.
me.
Yeah.
She was like, where's my money? Damn, Usher, that's bad.
I'm dead. I'm alright. I'm trying to get what I'm trying to get. I'm alright.
I'm working my way up the ranks.
That's what it's
Making my
about.
way downtown. Walking fast.
Making my way
But you walking
downtown.
fast
Patience.
though, right?
Fast.
Stay
Are
fast.
you homebound?
Almost homebound.
It's so nice to have Saul on here finally.
Yeah.
Like I
And
know
I'm
we ate you
waving
up a
it.
little bit at first, but it's nice to have you on here.
It's good to be back, y'all. Before Z gets to the rest of our topics, I want to say something to all y'all. Now, when we all become millionaires, I don't want none of y'all,
I gotta go on
especially you,
Target.
Mocha, to be on no show. What was the cheapest millionaires? I don't want y'all to be on that show at all. I don't want y'all to be no cheap millionaire. You say you penny pinching now.
Oh no, I'm cheap.
When you get your million, nah,
No.
I'm cheap.
don't be taking one light bulb from room to room and saying that you saving energy.
No, I'm not being that. So we don't turn these
You're
lights
just
off when the
making
sun
more
out.
money by getting on
Right.
television and getting paid to do
Cheap like I'm still eating home.
I seen
Cheap like I
it's
eat
a
a hot dog
show.
at home before I get there.
It's a show. Yeah, I know y'all probably heard it called The Cheapest Millionaires. Have y'all
Oh,
heard
I've
it?
heard of it. I've heard of it.
Mhm.
People
No,
be
that's
Yeah,
funny as
using
hell.
freaking
I need to see that.
dishwater.
dog. There was this black lady. And it was so terrible. It's so disgusting. The same person I was saying, that, take the one light bulb from room to room. She's the same person that reuses boiled water.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
She
that ain't
reuses. No,
and then
no,
she
no.
got money.
She reuses boiled water to make other foods, and then when she makes her pasta, and she
That's right.
takes the boiled water and use it for other foods. Yes,
Well, I
she
don't know.
only.
This is just food. Like, is it that bad? I thought you was gonna say like, like her
That's
bath.
nasty.
She also made
Kayla, that's
lasagna.
nasty.
She also
You said
cooked her
Yeah, it's still
pasta.
nasty,
lasagna.
but I thought it was way
Bro,
nastier than
he
what he
said
was gonna
pasta
say.
water.
No,
You know the
pause,
foam that come
pause,
up off
pause.
pasta water?
And she
So,
also reuses. No, she baked a lasagna in her dishwasher.
stop.
That's
Yeah. Oh, I
nasty.
did
We
that
talking
one
about the
time.
same lady. We talking about the same lady.
That's
That
nasty.
is
Yes, bro.
I
disgusting.
heard of that
I
lady.
Oh my gosh! And she fed that to people. She fed that to
Yes.
people, and they ate it.
It
Oh,
wasn't just,
baby.
and it's not even just like the fact that she cooked the lasagna in the dishwasher. It's what she put in the lasagna. She had ground beef, but also she didn't have enough ground beef, so she substituted with straight fat, like beef fat that she bought from the store. Like she asked, "Hey, what's your cheapest meat? Like, what can you give me?" It was like, "We ain't got nothing less than such and such and such." It's like, "All right, do you got the fat?" She was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Yeah." So she bought like a pound of fat and she put it in her lasagna, cooked it with her beef,
But I think
and
it's one
then cooked
thing
the lasagna in the dishwasher.
that's dirty. But these people didn't have they weren't millionaires. She just wanted to be cheap, but she didn't have a real reason for being cheap. Her and all the people in her house use the same bath water. They use paper towel and like newspaper to wipe. They she was talking about like she hammered her teeth out and
Oh
she take
well, the newspaper. I get that.
and I was just like, no, I'm not using a newspaper. You know how hard newspaper is?
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, when
You
you
know,
don't got
God,
it, you
you
gotta
like
do what you gotta do. You
no, no.
know,
If she was struggling, I can understand. She was
yeah.
choosing to live like this
Nah,
to save some money.
hell
I'm not
no.
wiping my butt with no newspaper. It's so
Bro,
hard.
did you hear about that lady who freaking showered with her clothes on for
To wash.
years?
To wash her clothes.
Ew.
Go
I just
That
dumpster
don't
watched.
sound
diving
right.
for freaking food from restaurants. Now, yeah, nah.
Look, I just
I
watched. I just watched some people wash dishes and they baby all in the same water in the sink.
That's gross.
Super
I feel
gross.
bad for the baby because what you
Absolutely.
washing that baby with that can still clean dishes? That's just
It's not
Yeah.
the
Dawn.
same. It's not
Dawn.
the same.
Doing.
Baby got
They
some
just doing.
kids
that baby do not
stuff.
need to be getting
I'm
washed with
about
no
to say that they be using them done on the animals, man. Y'all tripping.
hmm
The little duck, y'all
Oh,
got the
that's
The,
little
what you
the
duck
just
on
called the
baby
baby
ain't
the
got
animal.
baby.
the
But
The
baby
I
but
call
baby,
them just like
baby is
but
that.
not
that oil
animal.
up
You
the
just
butt.
That's
insinuating
they
not
not
that
animal.
that
using.
was an
the
animal.
baby.
They
I'm
can't be
posting that
using
on
Dawn
our
though,
story on
because
Instagram,
she
y'all.
said that they wash the baby and the dishes in the same water. That can't be Dawn, or unless they just they reusing that water or something. Are they
It,
reusing
Just
that
adding
water?
some more
they
stuff in
look. I'm
there.
about
That's
to
all.
post it on our story on our. I'm gonna post it on our story. I seen it on Instagram.
Wait down.
Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at DieTyeRadio.
Yes, definitely follow us.
Yeah.
Right
Right there at the
now.
bottom.
It's right there at the bottom.
Right there
That's
at the
wild.
bottom. But yeah, we finna get back. Like so. Let me ask this question too, right? Since y'all said, yeah, money is decent. I'll stick to that. Let's say that it's decent for everybody, right? Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Uh, I also ask you this, Kayla, since I'm pretty sure you're the only one in this situation. What what is it like? And give me some examples of like what it feels like to be doing finances with, or love. You probably done, maybe all of y'all if you have it. Uh, finances with a in a relationship. Like, how does that work?
For me, it's really easy. We never really had the idea of like if you can afford to take care of everything, then by all means. But if we're both just figuring it out, it's just easier to 50-50. And I don't know, finances was never an issue for us. It's always been like if I got it, he got it. If he got it, I got it. And so that kind of just made it the dynamic of finances easier. We do not have shared accounts yet. I think we
Y'all
want to
not
work
married,
on
are y'all?
establishing our own a little more before we move into shared stuff
That's
legally.
something y'all want to
Are
do?
y'all married?
Yes. No, we're not
I
married.
I don't think I should do that until y'all married, but
I think that's
that
fair.
you know,
Um, but just solely because like if I need money and he only got his card on him, then instead of me having your card and then it's like, dang, now you don't got money. It's just like we can just have link cards for the
cash at me.
Cash App, Zelle,
Hey,
and bank.
Saul,
PayPal me.
tight, Saul. You heard my man Saul. He said cash
so
at me.
fast. He was
You gonna
on
take
it
your
because he
girl
want to
cash
Apple
Freaking
Pay
at
me.
me?
Apple
So
Pay,
I just be like,
Cash
dang,
App,
I ain't got my card on me, and I thought I lost it
freaking
because like he might have it. I'm like,
whatever.
well,
Now, if it's a
PayPal,
credit card, then
it's
y'all might be
Zillow.
SOL until you get a new one. Just
no,
lock that mug.
you can get two credit cards for the same account. He just be an authorized user.
Straight like
Or
that.
So
that's
basically,
what I do is now. People say that you shouldn't do it, but I think iPhone is pretty safe when it comes to this. I put all my cards, well, some of my cards in
Mm.
my wallet,
I don't
And
do
then
none
I
of
could
that.
just go Apple Pay wherever I go. You know, I got money worth anytime,
Everywhere don't take Apple Pay though, but I
Yeah.
feel you.
which is cool.
Let me
Walmart
go
don't
to
even
That's
that
why
take
I got
it.
place.
my
I still
card.
gotta figure out how to use Apple
Go
Pay.
to
Like
places.
I hate Apple Pay, and
Oh,
it's
I
just
could do a crash course for y'all. You know, let me know if
I
y'all want
love
me to
Apple
do a
We
Pay.
crash
straight.
course. And
I
I
get that
love,
I
done.
enjoy Apple Pay. I enjoy
I
it.
Let me turn
love
my phone
Apple Pay.
sideways.
I just
Apple
don't
Pay
understand
good.
it, and that's because I haven't played around with it. Because
I
like
just used it earlier. I'm fronting like I don't
I
use
can just
it.
tap my card and boom, it's just like that. Like we can go on about our business. But no, I don't have an issue. Like it's super easy in this partnership dealing with finances.
Okay. What about y'all? I'm gonna come back to you, Kayla, in a second. But what about y'all?
It depends on the level of finances y'all talking about. Like I kind of similar agree to Kayla to a level. Um, it depends on how you want your household to grow. Like I guess
I'm talking
like
about you. Like, how do you do it? Not
oh, how
generally.
do I do it? Right now I live
You,
in my
yeah.
own household, so I just be paying all my bills and shit.
I'm talking about you in a relationship. How have you done that before? Like, how did that go? And what was the things that you've done in that type of situation?
Depends on the type of guy I'm dating and the personality. Some guys are 50-50 type guys, and then some guys are guys that like to pay it all. Now, if a guy like to pay it all, whatever, I usually try to pay like the utilities and stuff like that, keep food in the house and stuff like that, or whatever. But yeah, 50-50 guys. It's okay,
Which
but I
one?
don't think it lasts as long, huh?
Which one do you prefer? If you had to
I
have
like
a
the guy that likes
preference.
to pay the rent, and then I like to pay the utilities and stuff, and then it's like yeah, we can save
Company.
and stuff towards like vacations and all of that stuff, and I can, you know what I mean. I don't mind chipping in on all that stuff. I don't mind buying clothes, all that stuff. Like it's like you know what I mean. I have the freedom to save my money and invest and stuff like that, and I like it. It creates a lot more a different level of respect or need.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? So it's just it's a good dynamic thing for you.
Right.
Okay. What about you, Mocha? You ever did finances in a relationship before?
Romantically, no. Family wise, yes. So
Well,
I go.
I don't know about family. Why everybody kind of like does
Yeah,
finance.
everybody done chipped in with
Like
mama.
I'm talking
I
about like
mean,
as
yeah,
in
yeah. But like for me, it's 50-50. And if I was in a romantic relationship, I would still do like 50-50.
If you were,
Yeah, if I
oh
was.
yeah, bro, you missed it, bro. You late. See, you ain't
Yeah,
been here.
it'll be filled on after the show.
You ain't
After
been
the
here.
Yeah, that's off
it'll be
topic.
fine. But yeah,
Oh, messy.
me
Right.
personally, the
Dang,
50.
Messy.
y'all,
Messy.
y'all
Messy.
stupid. Y'all
Messy.
stupid.
Messy.
Y'all stupid.
But no,
But
continue
hitting
to saying, Mocha.
your question, me personally doing 50-50, it take it's not
When you
so
say
much.
50-50, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. When you say 50-50, what do you mean exactly by 50-50 in
Okay,
your eyes?
so we either get all the bills together and split them directly half, or we agree on certain things that we're gonna pay on. That's it. To me, that's still 50-50. If you pay rent and some of the utilities, I pay the other half of the utilities and make sure that I'm paying for entertainment and all the other stuff.
Okay.
That's just 50-50.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Saul?
uh,
Over here touching the dirt.
for me, it's like if I got it, then I got it. If you got it, then you got it. You know, we'll go like okay, let's say my last relationship, right? Um, when it came around, this is actually what happened. When it came around to
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh shit. The universe
Yo,
said
I'm
I
like, did
thought
he
I
no.
was
freeze?
tripping. I thought I was
testing,
tripping,
testing,
y'all.
testing,
Oh, there
testing,
he go.
testing.
I thought I was tripping. I was like, huh?
I thought
I'm
I was
like, did he
tripping
freeze
too. I
mid
thought I
sentence?
froze.
I'm like, did he
I
freeze
sure
on that
did freeze,
cheapness?
Mister.
Is he so tight that he froze?
No. So what happened was when it came around to Valentine's Day, right? I took her out to eat, you know, and she had paid for the room. And then, but I also didn't just pay for her food. I paid for the food. I paid for the drinks. I paid for her gas. I paid for everything else. She just paid for a room. Granted, her, paying for her room was more expensive than everything else I paid for. But she didn't care, and I didn't care about, none of that stuff. So I really say like it's a matter of every relationship is different. You know, if I got it, if I got it, I got it, and I'll pay for it. Now, if you say that you got it, I'll be like, nah, you straight. You don't have to do it. And then, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say no if you want to do it or not.
Okay.
If you want to spend your
I feel
money,
like
that's on you.
I feel like you talking in dating wise. So like, as in like on a date.
Oh, and okay,
I feel like
let's go.
like okay, like in a relationship, which one do you prefer? Which one would you prefer? Of being on 50-50, or would you want to be doing 100%? That's just the side
Oh,
question I'm talking about.
hmm.
Because you was just giving an indication of your date of being okay. I do this if you do this type stuff. Like obviously that's 50-50 type thing. So it's like, all right, is that something that you continue to do throughout the relationship, or does it eventually change for you?
I feel like it'll start out me taking care of everything, but then as slowly time go on, be like, all right, well, if I can you take this, and can you take this, and this, and I'll take care of this, and that, and we'll just have it like that. Because you making your own, well, actually, it really depends on how your relationship is set up. If she's a straight up housewife, then you're paying pretty much for everything you're already. Now, if
Mhm.
she not a housewife, if she got her own money and she got her own job, then you could talk about, all right, let's split the bill on this, or I'll pay for this, and that, and you can take care of the rest.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
it
I
really
get what
depends
you're saying,
on
and I agree with you. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say the same thing that I said to love. I'm gonna say to you, where you go in general. I'm asking you about you, which one you
me.
prefer. Yeah, which one do you go for? If it was up to you, if you had your perfect woman and your perfect life of how you want it, which way, how would you want to do it?
Mhm.
I cover this, and that, and you cover this, and the rest. You know what I'm
So
saying?
50-50.
Go 50-50?
Yeah, yeah. Let's just say 50-50.
Okay.
I do 50-50. Yeah.
Okay. Now I asked the question about the relationship thing because I see, like I said, we all, not all of us, but obviously all of us been in type of relationships before, but we all been in, at least most of us are in the industry, right? Or we're dating people who are in the industry, right? So this is where I was coming back to Kayla, where I want to ask you this question, where you date someone who raps, right? As an independent rapper who makes music and everything like that. So
Right.
it'd be like, how do you balance that into your finances too? Because obviously being an independent, obviously we know being independent, it costs your own money. You have to put your own money down. And then you also do fashion too, where you might have to put your own money down for this. And it might, okay, are you taking off on certain things that you usually, okay, this is something we usually do, we'll back out of, or or do you plan ahead? Like, how do you work that out as a person who's dating a person, a rapper or music artist? I'm sorry.
Um, Same old 50-50. So with like the last show we did, he had talked about wanting to do a show for a minute for his birthday. And so I was like, if we're gonna be serious, we should, really like try to figure out and see what like our budget is gonna be. I think we started off with a budget originally like $1,200. I'm not gonna say that wasn't realistic, but I think we ended up spending like 15, 17. And then I think we end up breaking even at 12, which isn't breaking even, but we end up making like 12 back, and it was just like, oh, okay, once everything get paid and everything is done, we about to split this evenly because we went into this evenly. And so it's just like support. It's an investment. That's how I see it. Because if I can invest in you and you can make that money back and some, we win.
So you have no problem investing
No.
into. Okay, that's a good thing. I like that.
And that's because
Everybody
like,
needs every nigga needs a Kayla. I'm gonna just say that
Yeah, I
right
was about
now.
to ask
ooh,
that
you better be
because
real careful with that. You better be real careful with that because
not a
this
lot of
Layla
people do
today
that.
ain't the same Caleb.
Basically, he's saying everybody needs a
You
support
would just
system
like
that's
support.
willing to invest in them.
You
That's
just
what I
want
was going to ask. 'Cause, like a lot of people are not willing to invest in like that. So like, what made you, or what gave you that trust to say, okay, yeah, I'm finna invest in this like that, like where I'm willing to put my half into helping you grow? How did
I
that get to that
think
point?
seeing him be so serious about what he did kind of make me, because like if he was just like, oh yeah, it's something that I do, I like to do it, but he didn't really like do shows, or he wasn't paying for sessions, or he wasn't writing every weekend, or like just seeing him actively do it was just like, oh, you serious about this? And if you can be serious, I can be serious. What you need? Tell me what you need. I got you. And I think that we both take chances, like just not working. So um if I get fed up with my job, I just be like, hey, can I take a couple months off? He'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay, you carry us for a little bit. You get frustrated with your job, I'll carry us for a little bit. So just taking time to like balance that out. And I think it's nice to know that if I got so frustrated with work or with anything going on in life, I could just take a little chill and just do something that I enjoy. And he'll be like, well, I'll buy your paint supply so you can paint. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And then it's just like, okay, you want a little break? Take your little break. And then we go back to this. I think last year I didn't work for like 7, 8 months, and that was great. But then I got bored, and so it was just like I should probably find something to do. But in that time, he took care of everything, and then now I go half on the rent, and then I don't pay nothing else. but but if he need anything else, like if something goes wrong with the car, or like if he needs something, or a bill is late, or just because he does handle a lot, it just be like, okay, here's a little just because gift, or here's some extra money, or let's go on dates, or let's do something because I might have extra money because he spent most of his on bills.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
said, every nigga needs a Kayla.
A support system, a good support system, not a.
Investor, good support system,
I
and
keep telling you, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. Okay.
But, since we're artist type stuff, right? Like us who make music and stuff, me, Saw, Love. Um, how do y'all balance that into your finances too? Because obviously life be life, but then obviously you want to grow your brand too as well. So you got to add that into your life. How do y'all do that for yourselves when you try to grow your brand?
Um, we just
This
kind of
shit
take turns. So like if like we did a show for him. And then it was just like, okay, if I need like more supplies, or like I want to go and get extra material for something, then it's just like, okay, now we're pitching in on what my next little adventure. And then like we just try to make sure it's fair. That way one person doesn't get overshadowed by the next. However, he's way more active his in his career than I am in mine. And I think I'm just figuring it out. He's always known. And so it's kind of motivational to see like him really like flourish in what he want to do. I'd be nervous and I'd be scared, and I don't be having the same amount of confidence as he do. So I'd be like, I ain't gonna do it. And so yeah, we just pretty much take turns.
okay? What you love?
Well, when I was in a relationship or whatever, of that kind, like, it was us taking turns, and it was really a lot of, you know what I mean, before you can get overshadowed or whatever, depending on who's working harder and what you're working on. But right now, like I said, I've been like, working on my brand myself. So I invest by trying to balance it all out. I have no choice. So I have to use my investments, my alliances, my skills pretty much to meet people and connect and try to build alliances or whatever so I can put music out. But when it comes to a relationship or whatever with finances, I would definitely be interested in investing if I seen someone who was also very serious and they were working on their craft. You know what I'm saying? Depends on
Mm-hmm.
who you're dating
Mm-hmm.
and what they're investing in.
So then let me ask you this question. Well, I'm gonna ask everyone first, so I'm gonna wait till Saul. You ready to answer the question real quick?
Yeah.
All right, answer real quick, and then I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask another question that you just brought up. Write them
Um.
down before I remember.
So,
Forget it.
huh?
I said I gotta write this question down before I forget it.
Oh. So, thankfully, somebody's car is roaring.
Somebody with
Thank,
a motorcycle.
thankfully, I've been blessed to receive, or I've been given equipment so that for myself as an artist, so I don't really have to pay for studio time and all this other stuff. I can just do it myself at home. So that saves me a lot of money from granted I had to spend more time, learning the craft and how to mix and all that other stuff, but I don't have to pay, $100, $200 for, an hour of studio time. Granted, I mean, I'm being facetious, but still. So I take my money and I invest it in other places. So I'm trying to start a business um, very soon in drop shipping, doing stuff like that. Or no, not just drop shipping. This is what I really want to start. I want to start up a Turo business. What Turo is, car rental. I want to start like a luxury car rental business. But with that, you need money. And in order to get that, I'm investing into or learning trading in the Forex market. That'll, jumpstart my way towards getting a, nice car so I can start doing stuff like that. But I invest my money in other places like, you know, entrepreneurial businesses. Now to grow my brand, uh, as an artist, well, I don't think that was the question.
There was.
If we're talking about financial, okay.
No, the
How do
question
To
was
you
about. I
enter
thought
in?
it was how you invest your brand. I mean, your
how I
money into
invested.
your music. Now,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
we talk about how I invest my money into other things, then I have my
No,
lingerie
like your brand,
business
your
and
brand. You're
everything.
investing into your brand. Your
Yeah.
music, your brand, who
Mm.
you are as a person.
Well, you said music.
My
That's it.
brand, my music, and my brand. Investing into my brand. I learn. I buy. Excuse me. I buy like different beat packs and sample packs from. I be on YouTube like daily. Pretty much live on YouTube. I'm listening to beats. And I'm listening to these different ads and commercials that come on the different plugins and whatnot. Mm. And if I got it like that, or if I have the money to buy those plugins, I will definitely invest in buying those different plugins and different software and different packs and all that stuff in order to further produce or in order to further advance my producing skills. And that's as a brand, I'm a producer. So in order to become a better producer, you got to invest in your craft, meaning buy different packs and buy equipment and all this other stuff.
Oh, you know what? You should also I know something that Richie does because my cousins make music and one of my cousins is like the main producer and they share a Studio One account. So instead of Richie having to spend whatever it costs a month for a Studio One account, he can just like log into my cousins and his stuff is still separate and then my cousin's stuff is still separate and then like he can still do his own stuff, but it'll be like buying different packs or using my cousin's packs, but it ultimately saves money and you still get to do what you like to do.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And then there's a even well, you could save money like that, and there's even other crazier way to save money that what I've been doing for years now is finding free beat packs and finding free sample packs. There's so many samples and free drum packs and all that stuff that you can
Yeah, it happened again.
It didn't happen again.
Right.
It didn't happen. All right.
Yeah. But
shouldn't say it, but I gotten
Oh,
my
okay.
DAWs for free. But yeah, and
Okay,
that's
you
a
back.
very good way to invest
I'm sure.
We ain't
in
hear
your
none of
brand.
that, but you back. We back. Yeah.
Right. Yep. That was a
We
good
ain't hear
way
none
to
of that.
invest this stuff.
You good. Good way of investing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so let me ask this question. Cause Love had said something earlier where she was like, "Okay, I invest if it was I seen that this person was like putting the effort and everything like that," and it made me think, about myself by asking that question. When you said that, I was like, "Well, dang, like, okay, like, is that something that I'd be willing to do, like, as in for someone? Of course, is that something that I would do permanently? I don't know, and that's a question that I want to ask
That's
y'all.
a
Where it's
big
like,
ass.
okay." since being artists and stuff like that and making music and trying to grow your brand, would you be willing to stop doing what you're doing to invest
That's
into that
different.
person that you with, like
That's
completely?
different. That's different. No, I would not. I feel like I would be willing to equally work on what you're working on and equally help you work on your stuff as long as you're helping me work on my stuff as well. If that's the kind of relationship we have, it's going to be a mutual thing of we feeding for each other. But if not, if you don't help me work on my stuff, I can't help you work on your stuff too much. I can help you to an extent, but then I gotta back off so I can focus on my stuff because I know energetically that it's still gonna. I have a desire to achieve some highlights in my life as well.
Let me backtrack, right? Because let me backtrack because I didn't mean to. I said permanently, and I shouldn't have said permanently.
Okay.
What I mean is saying, okay, say okay, I'll give you a scenario where both of you are artists or he a businessman, this type thing, where he got his whole like label or this not going on, right?
Hmm.
And he says, hey babe, I know you got your music stuff going on, but right now I need you to put that on hold to help me with my label right now, and I need you to like hold off on that for me until this label up and running. And then once this label's up and running, I'll help you with your music down the line. But he don't get. It's not necessarily a timeline. Like say he'll say saying a
Well, that's
year.
not necessarily. That's not a real good example because if you're working on getting a label, that is helping me with my music. So
Well, not
it's like
necessarily.
it's not
You're not.
necessarily me putting myself on the back burner because then it means I would think automatically assume that my shit's gonna drop as soon as we get the label together. So it's like
Well,
not
that's not
necessarily.
necessarily true because you might not be on his
Mm,
label.
all
You
right, then
might be
see, yeah,
dating him,
no.
but you might not be on
But
his
I can
label. You might
definitely
be
help
signed
you
to a
with
whole
your
other
label, but
label.
I'm still gonna work on my stuff too.
Okay. So you wouldn't be able to do that if he was to ask you that. Like
Not
okay,
100%.
okay,
Not
okay.
100% drop my stuff and then work on your stuff. I can help you with your stuff, but I can't drop all my stuff, especially when you know my dream is music and you working on your dream of music right beside me and you basically telling me go back burner my shit for you. That don't sound right. That don't sound like a
Okay.
person that care about me. But all right.
If he was asking you to do it so that way he can help you later,
I don't know, friend.
that's what I was
I don't know,
asking
friend,
myself
because
too.
we just
That's why I was like, I
insinuated that.
don't know.
Listen,
Like,
because with the insinuation, it just sounded like I'm not on his label, and so it don't sound like he necessarily that could be up in the
okay, so like
grass.
say again, okay, he got the label right and he's doing his own thing. He's asking you to help him out with the label on the business side, but then down the line he's gonna help you. Say he says, okay, give me a year. I'm gonna help you get out of your label so you can come over
That's
here
a
with
year
me
I'm
and
back
get you some
burner
music.
myself.
That's
Nah,
why I was like, okay, is
too
that
low for me
something?
still.
And
Like I
that's why
said,
I
I
asked
can
that
help you
question.
with your business or whatever, but I'm definitely gonna work on my stuff too because I don't think any woman should put herself that far on the back burner
No.
for someone else's dream. That's crazy. That sounds like shenanigans. That sounds like somebody trying to play you and
Okay,
somebody that don't slightly
why you
believe
think
in
it's
you.
someone trying to play you?
It just sounds like somebody don't believe in you.
How, why you say that?
Because they're telling you, oh, I got you in a year from now or whatever. Like basically a year from now, the sound might even be different. Everything might be different in a year from now. Everything changed. Everything is repetitive and evolving every day. So now I'm helping you focus on this or whatever. I might have writer's block in a year. I might not even be hot. So that's no, that don't sound right. That sounds like a person that's putting you on the back burner in next
I
year. Like I don't see how that makes sense for anyone. I feel like both of y'all should be working on both of y'all stuff, especially if you're working on a label and you are sitting across from a man working on a label and he's telling you, no, I got you next year, but you're not even on his label. Then you got to add in you got to think of all these factors. I will help you next year. You're not on my label. Just help me
no,
work on my stuff and don't even work on your stuff.
now
That sounds like a narcissist. You might need to run all the way, sis. The only thing you should be staying around for is to probably work around on that business if you really truly believe in that person.
now I'm about to throw a wrench in all of that right now.
It could be
What
cute,
about
but
if y'all
you
no,
tight, so I don't even know.
I'm about to throw a wrench in here. What if y'all had kids? There we go. That's the question. What if y'all had
I
kids?
don't
Now
care what y'all
you
talking about, so you
no,
just
hold
told
on,
me
no,
the person
wait.
don't believe in me, and
No,
now
it,
but
when did
now
I say
all
that? Who said that person don't believe
the
in you?
person just told you work on your shit next year. You're not on my label,
No,
and,
that's not
and
what
help
that's not
me.
what he
Don't
said.
help you.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying let's okay. He probably explained it a little bit wrong. Now I'm gonna explain it a
Maybe,
different way.
but I heard
Now
clear.
let's say y'all got kids together, right? One of y'all isn't working, and one of y'all is the breadwinner. Now let's say you the breadwinner and dog is not working, you know. But he want to start up a label and want to do his own thing, which is going, get him to where he need to go. But in order for him to get to where he need to go, he needs your support. Let's say like I'm perfect example. Here we go. The Will Smith show. The what is it? What was this? The new
Wait,
show that
I'm
just
about
came
to say
out.
because that was a bad example you just gave. So I'm
The
Yeah,
Will
working.
Smith
He
show.
not
wants
the
to start
same
his label.
scenario.
Go start
Yeah,
your label, my
that's
man.
Hold
You just
on.
gonna keep going to
not
work.
the same scenario.
I'm
Who's
already.
paying the
Hold on. I'm
bills?
trying to no the scenario I'm giving. Yeah. What was that show? The Will Smith show. The Prince Bel Air. That's what it's called. My man's was like he was like running for mayor or something like
Yeah, the
that. Uncle
Hillary
Phil.
situation. I remember where,
Yeah,
and then
basically just
listen,
like that.
and guess what? And remember the whole outcome of that when he told Hillary. But just because you didn't believe in yourself, that doesn't mean I didn't believe in yourself, and you should
Yeah.
have kept working on your shit.
I mean, imagine if all of that
So
didn't
that was a
happen.
bad
Look, if
example as
you ain't
well,
the
son.
breadwinner, well, you can't make breadwinner decisions. You don't. I'm not. If
That's
I'm
why I
making the
said I
money,
didn't agree with
if
that
I'm
scenario.
making the money, you're
I'm
gonna
not
do
gonna
what you gotta
come.
do to make money. You don't
I'm
get no
coming
free
to
lunch.
ask you to invest in me and take off what you do. Nah, that's not
Oh,
what. That's not the right scenario. That's why I was like, nah, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, that was even worse.
Where that's why I said both of y'all making money. Y'all both in the industry. Just one is doing. Obviously, somebody is bigger than the other. Like it's always gonna be like that. Or y'all in the same realm, but someone is getting a bigger deal and getting
put
better
me on the
business, and
feature.
that it's always something like that. That's why I was like, all right. So say if he got a business deal where he can get this label, but right now, in order for him, he has to focus on the business so hard to where he needs your help. And he's
That's
saying, hey, I
him. What
need
that
your
got to
help with the business.
listen? And
But
that's
Why
you
the
know
fuck
and
what?
he need help? What
If
does he
I'm
But
need
gonna
in
help
help
with?
order for
you, you
you,
gotta help
in
me.
order, it,
So put
What
me
does
on
he
your
need help
feature.
with?
Let me get a couple features that way yo people can know more about me. Since you the bigger one, since you got the
that's
label,
business.
let me get some
Marriage is
features. Let me
business.
get some something. If you ain't
It's the
ready to sign,
institution of
cool.
marriage.
I might not even want to be signed. Put me on the features. I still need to have some type of income coming. That way they can get used to my sound. That way my sound not
Wait,
chilling.
Talk to him, Cat. Talk to him,
why does
Master
any
Cat.
I
person
agree with
gotta
that.
take a back burner in the first place?
I agree with that. I'm
That
not
is
Why
true.
saying
But
does
we
that.
any
just talking
why
about
does
the
any
fact that it was a
Wait a
back
minute,
burner in place.
Saul. Not only do
why
you gotta take a back burner, you're not even on this label. What do
no
you mean?
I'm saying why do you have to take a why are we taking a back burner in the first place?
I thought that was just a
Why?
scenario. Ain't it
No,
Taking
I'm
the
just?
saying
back
like
burner, when I
It
say
is.
take the
why?
back burner, I mean you're gonna, like I said, he's asking you to help with the business side, as in you're going to be like probably the A&R, head of A&R, this and the third for his label, not signed to his label, but you'll be working for his label. That's what he would be
Nah,
asking you for. To where you're
nah.
now you have to stop your music in
Mm-mm.
order to help his business. That's what I'm asking.
But why
I'm
you
not
Nah,
can't
saying
fuck
you
tell?
What is
that.
stop
this
music.
empire here? What am I, Cookie Blinders?
Nah,
Like, come
nah,
on,
fuck,
no.
nah,
Stop
fuck
playing,
that.
It's
man.
up
Nah,
to you. If you
nigga.
don't, I'm not. If you don't want to do
No,
it, I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
talking
don't.
heavy. I'm just picking with you, bro.
What if
Nah,
you
I'm
said you
real,
want
I'm just
real,
giving
something
y'all
real deal
scenario. That's all.
spill.
A&R? What if
Real
you
deal
put an
spill.
A&R
Hell
for
no.
you in the
I'm
studio?
not. No, I'm not. If you try to start a label and I'm up as a rapper, I may not be as up as you, but I'm up right now, and you want me to stop doing music so I can help
Yeah,
be
so
by
you
being
can't
an
write
A
no
and R
more
with
raps.
you?
Just help
Nah,
me.
bro. Nah, bro. I can't do that.
Thank you.
I'm
Ain't
I'm
no man
making
gonna do
I'm
that, so why she
I'm
gotta do
up.
that?
You feel me? It ain't even about gender roles. I'm up right now. Y'all in a relationship. I'm up.
Let
You
them
up.
do it
You
too,
up
though.
more than me. Right. You up more than me. Cool. But you want me to stop doing what I gotta do so I can be, administrator for you. Just we up right now. Just hire somebody to do it for you. What is why do I gotta take a step back so I can help you out when we could just hire somebody to do it? And I know any of your boys or any of
What if
your
he can't?
Scary.
girls,
What if he can't afford hiring somebody right now?
then I'll help you afford
That's
it.
what
We
I'm
gonna figure it
asking.
out.
That's what I'm
But
asking. If he
But I
can't,
ain't gonna
if
stop what
if
I'm
he came
doing.
to you,
you feel me,
Yeah,
I ain't
because
got.
if you
But
want
I ain't got to
something, y'all
stop what
can
I'm
just stay
doing.
up and y'all can do it
Especially if I
together.
ain't even gonna be on this label.
Yeah, I ain't
I ain't getting no
stopping
feature.
nothing.
What
If
Kayla say?
if the
I ain't
train
getting a
is moving,
feature.
if the
I
train
ain't
is
got
now
no
I
moving,
agree.
why are we
I'll say
stopping the
this. I'll
At
train?
say
least feature me, and then I can still be making money as an
I
A&R,
definitely
and then
agree
I can
with
get
that.
the feature. You know, that makes sense. That's a
But
logical That's a
Which I
logical
definitely agree with that. I would definitely say yes. You need to. I would do that. Come up with a compromise type of agreement where okay, bet if I'm finna do this, then I need you to do this, this, and this for me, and it's that way we can be. I can help you and you help me. That's why I'm asking if that was the scenario where he's coming to you telling you I need you to help me so I can help you later. Is that something that you would be willing to do?
What would you
Or
help me later in?
It can be like the scenario that I
That's
have.
my
you said
dog.
it.
So tell him again.
What would
I
you help
just said
me
it.
in later? Doing what though?
As in, first of all, you're jumping in with business, so now you're learning. You're part of the business side of making the music industry, and then on top of that, you still can make music. It's not telling when I. That's why I said back
I don't
burner, as
know.
in it wouldn't be your main focus. That's what he would be. If that
But
person is
somebody coming to
asking,
you with that scenario, y'all already got beef with each other. So you're gonna look at them and say to them this. What if
that's
you
what
don't
I meant.
make it in a year and
No,
a half,
I'm
even
not.
if I help you?
I'm not in beef with
Nah,
you.
because
Like
listen,
you
somebody who's
my.
already telling you, they don't want you to work on your stuff right now. You gotta wait for a year. We want to focus on my stuff. No,
It's I think you're taking
that's
it the
not
wrong
even give and
way.
take
Yeah,
energy.
I think you're taking it the wrong way. To be honest with you,
All right,
It's
friend.
no. It's
but
like
that's
y'all.
your take.
He's
I
coming
don't
to
think
you
I'm
like a.
about
Y'all
that.
in a relationship, and he coming to you like a real nigga. Like yo, like hey, I'm really trying to start this business, right? And in order for
Babe,
me to do
yo,
this
yo,
business,
but
I don't
listen,
really
how
have.
is a real nigga? Listen, you are coming to me like a real nigga. If you tell me you want to start a label, I'm not on it, but you don't want me to work on my stuff. You is a
I
real
would.
nigga, an ignorant motherfucker. Get
I
out my
wouldn't want you
face.
to be on. I wouldn't want you to
That's
sign to my
ignorant as
label.
shit.
No, it's no. I'm not real. I'm not. I wouldn't want you to sign to my label only because if we have a falling out, then now we taking business, bringing business into our relationship,
All
and I
right,
don't
but that's
want that.
cool. But why am I not supposed to be working on my stuff? Why am I supposed to stop working on my stuff, friend? Now clear that
Again,
out
we
up.
did not
Clear that
say
out up because
stop.
it's
We
dirty as
didn't
shit.
say stop. We said that you would put it as in a
Nope, you
back
started
burner,
off with
as in
stop, friend. You said
backing it
stop for
up.
a year and a half.
Back burner.
I
Back
said
burner my
back
shit.
burner,
Can
Thank
as
you.
in
Thank you,
taking a
back
Mocha.
break,
burner
giving him time to focus
stop.
on helping him with his
But he
stuff.
not even giving you time. What if you never mind? All right, you
Hold
arguing with
on.
Just
white man.
Okay.
You know,
Wait.
I feel
Look.
like
Wait.
I'm
maybe
Look.
shutting
you can
down.
maybe you can be a ghostwriter, so you're still making money and you're still being creative. I don't know. I'm not an artist.
No, Kay, you
Like
can't work on
it's
your stuff.
like
Stop it. You can't do that for a year and a half. Stop that.
it's like this. Like okay.
that's not what we
Let's
That's
said.
what he
say.
No,
said.
that's
What?
not what
He
we
said
said.
it.
Hold on.
That's not what we
Let
said.
me ask you, Kay. Let's play it out, or a mock or somebody. Let's play it out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Hey, so like this is me. We're in a relationship, right?
mhm.
Right.
Hey, so we up right
Use
now,
your words
and
wisely now.
I really want to start like this. I really want to start a label, and I don't really have all the business side, set up right now. So for right now, could you help me out with the business? On the business side, I need like somebody who can scout for people. I know you know artists, and I know you do music, but could you help me out for just a little bit? Like, and then you ask me like, how long, how much time do you need, or if really like that, and I say like, could I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I want to
Okay,
say
what's the
like six
stipulation
to a
though? Like
year.
how much time? You know,
And
can I?
now this is a new scenario as
So,
well.
All
you
right.
know,
This is
I'm
where we
paying
lead into.
A and
I think this
R.
is what he was asking.
Nope, because the last
It is.
scenario said stop
It
your
is.
stuff for a year and a half. Don't forget
It
that part.
is.
And don't forget
Yeah,
you're
Continue.
not on
here
a
we go.
label, the
It
last
is.
scenario.
The last, yeah, there's
It
the last
was.
part.
This is a
I,
new scenario.
here we go.
It's the
All right,
same
let me
thing.
put that in there. I'm gonna put that in there. So
Okay, later.
I wanna, can I? I want to say like I don't really know how long it's gonna take, but I want to say like 6 to a year, 6 months to a year. I need that much. I may need that much time in order to get this business going. And and only reason why I wanted to ask you, but I'm not sure if I really want you to do this for real. But I'm about to start. I'm starting a label, and I know you do music. Only reason why I didn't ask you to be on the label is because I didn't want our relationship conflicting with the business. Because
Wrong word.
I'm not even saying that anything's gonna happen to us. I'm saying if in the event that something does, I don't want us to have a bad relationship business wise.
But
Because
what doing
you would be
anyway?
signed
If
to
I
my
was already
label,
doing A and R,
meaning you work for me.
Say again.
me say it again.
Yeah.
But if you're concerned about like us falling out with the whoop, but we could still fall out and I do A and R, so that can still be like. So I think
Oh,
when you do
yeah, there
business
we
with
go.
somebody you care about, It's business is business at work, and we'll deal with anything else that's not relevant to business outside of here. If you bring personal into this, we about to fight at work because you're a clown. But it would really depend on the stipulations that came with it. Like, if I hear something, can I write for your artist? Can I feature?
Yeah.
Like just
Oh
making sure I
yeah,
get creativity out so that like I'm not holding on to it for too long. And then it's just like, all right, I think being a music artist, you gotta grind anyways. So I think that you might still be able to like push out like EPs. I don't know though, so don't shoot me off. You might still be able to like push out
No,
like
you right.
EPs or
you right.
singles and then still A&R, and then maybe bring some of those people on to like your stuff and then everybody, just get to know each other. But again,
Yeah.
music in my personal life, I take that option and only say that because I'm still iffy on trying to figure out what I want to do exactly. Like I enjoy fashion, I enjoy art, but I don't know. Plus, like I'm trying this new computer science stuff. So, I would be down to like that's an investment for me. I'm gonna get my investment back regardless. So if that's another investment, then why not just invest? And then, I might learn something and figure out like you might meet new people who know people who can help you do XYZ. So it's all about connection. So it just depends. I wouldn't be closed off to it, but I think your wording saw could be a little better because I want to tussle a little bit. But
What
if
I
not,
say?
talking about some, because if our differences would woo, I understand that,
What I
but
And you got to remember,
said?
you work for me.
assure me.
Don't
No,
forget that
I
you
didn't
worked for
mean
me
it like.
before you went out.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
I know
I
you
didn't say
didn't
it like
mean to say
that.
it like that, but
I
you
didn't
gotta
mean to
be
say.
mindful.
How it can
You gotta
come
be
off
Yeah,
like
mindful of what
that,
you
but
say in
it's not like
conversations
that.
like those because it's
but
already like, hold
no,
on now.
I don't know. I
no,
just feel like it's a hypothetical
real deal
conversation
though.
that a man would have with a woman. But if a woman was having this conversation with a man, it would be the same energy that I reflected back. And it was like,
I think it
literally,
depends
like,
on the
why would
man.
you
It
tell?
Like
depends.
I think it
It really
depends
I'm
because
still not
depends.
Because
finishing
I've
my
seen some
statement,
men
but
do it.
I'm saying I think that
I
it
do
would
it.
be like literally you telling a man to stop backburner his life for you. Men don't backburner their lives for women more than women backburner their lives for them.
I
So,
agree
and
with
But
that's
that.
just
more than
being
I
likely,
agree with that.
honest. That's
if a
just being
nigga's gonna do it,
honest.
if a
And
nigga gonna do,
so with that honesty, I'm just saying like some women don't know exactly what they want to do yet with their lives, so it's understandable if they're willing to. And then even in Kayla's sense, where she just said she's not sure, but she still said, well, what about my opportunities? Because she still knew that she still wanted opportunities out this.
for myself.
So exactly, for herself. So with that being said, it's like when you
and that's
had that
something that we should
conversation with
talk about.
somebody, I don't think anyone
Ooh,
in
my
their
bad.
right mind is going to just say, yeah, I'll just drop all my shit for you.
That's fact.
Realistically, hell no. No,
Especially
nobody,
someone who really
nobody on
wants
either
something out of
side.
life. I mean, if the person don't want nothing out of life, then by all
I
means, you
feel
should
this
definitely rock with
conversation.
her.
I'm
Oh,
reading
not
like
sure.
Read it, Mocha.
that.
Read it, Mocha.
Why me? Why I gotta
Because
do
you
it?
came head first ready to read it. Read it.
I can't see it.
I know
My
that's how
eyes
you
are
couldn't.
blurry, man. I can't see it. I'm looking at behind.
It was
I'm looking
basically
at
saying, I
behind.
feel this conversation can also align with your talk from your last post on conditions and boundaries. Because when it comes to work and personal working together, especially when it comes to your money.
Mm, that's
And I think that
facts.
me and Rich was just kind of talking about this, I think yesterday. I think that if you can understand financial like situations real early on and you can talk about like what you expect financially from each other, then that'll help and like guide the rest of the relationship. That way when it's time to talk about money or when it's time to talk about losses, everybody not so uptight about their money. Like if you can understand coming into this, hey, I play as a team, it's gonna be mine, or well, it's gonna be ours, or it's mine gonna be mine and yours gonna be yours, your loss is gonna be
Right.
yours. Like you can get that understanding about finances earlier, then maybe so some people wouldn't be so tight. Like
Mhm.
because if I
Y'all
knew
should
that
have that figured out.
50-50, then mine would
Yeah.
be mine. But now you gotta figure it out. And then I would always
Yeah.
make sure that I gotta figure it out, if my time came. But I think it's a lot easier when you got somebody that's willing to work with you and to put up what you would put up.
Yeah,
I agree. I
yeah.
think I think that you definitely should be investing in each other wholeheartedly. I even said that in the beginning. Like I definitely think you should be like investing in trips and all of that stuff. I definitely don't see no scenario where you shouldn't be investing in yourself still. Like I think you should invest in each other and you should definitely invest in yourself.
Definitely.
And I think any too much time of uninvesting in yourself, where like when we're starting to talk about 6 months and a year scenarios, that's too long. Because I for a fact, everyone knows
It's
21
not.
days makes Everyone, it's okay how you feel. I'm talking about how I feel. 21 days makes or breaks a habit. So those, when you start getting into 21 weeks now, and we're getting into things that we're literally breaking habits of music, you're breaking habits of your fan base, you're breaking your wave, you're breaking everything. So now it's like you're breaking ties of things you need to do. So it's one thing if that's going to align with you and you can actually build that into your schedule where it can help you grow and y'all grow strategically together. But it's another thing where you're taking an L and it's really not going to help you grow too. Or is a plateau that's worthy of a plateau. You get what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying.
I can understand that. I do. This is me again personally. I'm not a music artist, but I do think that it's really good to take breaks. That way, like it's not forced, and you get time to like rebuild your creativity and just take time for yourself. Because yes, it's something you love, but it should never feel like a job. Like you should always just want to enjoy it, and it should be fun and free. And so, like you never want to just compile yourself and just be like, okay, I gotta do this because I'm an artist. Like, take time, go do something fun, go hang out with the people you love, be with your friends. Like that may, help with like writer's block, or that may give you some new inspiration. Go travel, do something you never done before. You
Period.
know, you don't always gotta work.
Right.
Oh,
Okay. I agree with that. Anybody else? Everybody's just kind of like turning cameras off on us.
Sorry, yo.
What's
I'm
up?
getting my hair
your
done.
change.
What you think, Mocha? We can
You
go
want your
ahead.
receipt?
Mocha,
What do you
start.
mean what I think?
What you think? What's your take?
Um,
What would you do in that scenario?
so if you come into me with a business proposition, you have to come to me with PowerPoints.
My
Like
girl said
this
PowerPoint.
is
You're going to have to hit
Old
me with
no,
that.
school.
this is a
Mocha
business.
old school.
This is a business. I'm not gonna
New
take
school,
this
old school.
personally because
She
this is
said
a
you better come
business.
with an
You coming to
easel
me
and a
to
board,
employ me. So realistically,
spreadsheets.
I need to see a contract written up on
I was
what I'm going
gay.
to be doing and what my benefits are. If I get no benefits, I'm not signing it. You're gonna have to rewrite the contract and find somebody else.
I agree
That
with that, and I think that's the part that I feel like is the if that I feel like a lot of people should think of is the stipulation part, right? Where you ask that question, like, all right, especially if this is someone who you're in a relationship with. That's why I kept saying, like, okay, you're in a relationship with this person. So it's like you with this person, so you know this person, you know they're not trying to do anything necessarily. I hope not trying to put you in no bad position. So it's like, all right, well, what's the stipulations to understand? Okay, what can I if I'm doing this for you? What are you doing for me in doing this for you so I can be where I want to be at down the line? Because it's
mm-hmm.
like, and I agree with what Mocha said, not Mocha, what Kayla said earlier. Nigga, get in the fucking garage, please. Thank you.
Who you done put in the garage? Like, who you putting in the
This
cell?
goddamn motorcycle. But dude was what Kayla was saying, where she was like,
There's
okay, I
people
can be
under the
A&R, I
stairs.
can still learn this person, I can still go meet this business person. It's like, all right, you seeing the glass halfway where you can go add more to it versus trying to, okay, I'm stopping what I'm doing, but it's a lot of other opportunities. And that's why I was like, all right, it's more to it, the way it's not where I felt like where it was getting to where, okay, I'm telling you to stop music, as if I understand if music is your only thing, then I can understand how you can say, bam, oh nah, bro, you stopping my bread and butter. But that's why I was trying to say earlier, where I was saying brand instead of just music. Because if you go just music, then I can understand where you're coming from, love, where you say, okay, bam, that's my music. I'm not gonna stop that. But I'm talking about as a brand where you got more than just that. If obviously you on YouTube and doing your things, you doing things on Instagram and this, that, and the third, you got a brand the way you can, okay, bam, I can add my brand to certain different things to grow it. And what can we add that into the stipulation of business if we finna do that? That's why I'm like, okay, what would be the first thought that come to my mind? Because I said the same thing at first. I'm like, I don't know unless I heard the stipulations of what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can agree, if it was stipulations that benefited me, and then I would add my own stipulations of what I needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can be like, all right, bet, how can I do that? Because it's like, all right, because I get it. Like, especially I did the first thing too when I first heard it and I thought about it. I'm like, dang, and my first take was, yo, I would snap at me like, you gonna make me stop doing what I'm finna do all day? Cause no, I've been doing this whole time. But I'm like, all right, hold on. This is somebody I'm claiming I'm with, that I've been with. And I'm sitting here saying, okay, we supposed to be like, we all agree, we invested into each other. How would I do that? Okay, what exactly are you asking me to do? And that's why I always be asking that question sometimes when it comes to people, like, what exactly, when especially business, like, what are you at, or finances, anything? What are you asking me exactly to do when you asking me? Because I don't want you to just say something vague.
I think how Boca said the PowerPoint, you go ahead to break the PowerPoint there, because just saying that, the way it was said to me, it sounds so vague. Like, it just
Yeah,
sounds shut
your
down.
approach,
So when you
your
bring a
approach is
vague
red
statement, you
flag.
get a vague answer. So it's like, it was the no. So now when you start bringing up things that you're going to add into it, then you got incentives. But if it ain't no incentives, that's crazy talk.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I was like, okay, I agree with y'all.
If I'm not getting paid some kind of way with freaking financial fucking money, or like benefits and freaking networking,
My
or
girl,
getting to
my
do
girl Boca
events,
curse.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
made
was
Boca curse.
I'm not
Y'all
I
made
going
was
Boca
to.
curse. Goddamn it,
of your
she over
label. Like
here
if you
fighting
can give
for
me
her
the stock
sisters.
of your label, give me
Because here's
25%
the
of
thing.
the stock of your label.
You heard Mocha. She
I,
fighting for her sister. She
If
said.
I'm
She
going to be
said,
a manager, have it
"No,
written
I'm
down so
not
I get
going."
paid. Cause I'm
and
not
I'll
about
definitely say this, like, where no
audience.
one should do anything without no stipulations. Like, you should
Yes,
always have benefits into doing whatever, both
yes.
sides. So it's like, I would never, and that's why I said, if you took it in that scenario saying, okay, he just telling you stop and you ain't gonna get nothing from it, like, it's not that. That's just the
Hard.
starting sentence of him coming to you, of saying, hey, yo, this is what's going on, I need it. Now, if you was to go, okay, into the conversation, I would, at least for most people I know, or most men I know, they would definitely go into it of saying, okay, if we doing this and this and this, you gonna do this and this for me. I'm gonna do this and this for you. That's why I said, if he was like, okay, give me a year to where I can get myself together to put you where you want to be at. Prime example of this was, like, I think it wasn't exactly like that, but like with Remy and Papoose, like how her situation, she was locked up for the little minute. He's like, all right, I'm gonna sit myself down, do what I need to do for you while you in this little situation. And when you get out, hey man, I'm finna put you exactly where you need to be at now. So that way I can take my back burner and make sure you straight. Or even if we like, I don't know why I'm bringing up Love and Hip Hop, but like Kirk and Rashida, that's why I said there's some men that would do it if it was beneficial to where, all right, the business is better. Or even Judge Lynn Toller and her husband, same thing where hey bro, you the bread. Like these people love you. I can't stop you from. We finna push your show. Like let's go. Like I'm your producer. Now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm helping you benefit. That makes me benefit.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with y'all. Yeah, 100%. Get your stipulations, ask your questions. That's why I would definitely say yes. Ask your questions, please. If that
Cause
scenario
some
is to come,
see
ask
it
questions.
as if you
Just
trying to get a
it's
loan.
just what told her situation. Her
Some see
husband
it
really
as get a job from your
didn't
employer.
aspire to be like a judge or anything, or like anything real mainstream.
Yeah,
And so it was easy scenario for him to take the bait burner.
I'm not saying. I'm just
I'm
saying,
just
even in
saying.
general, because there'll be some times where you might be with someone. Say you in music. I know I gave you the scenario of two people in music, but say if you was in music and then you was dating a 5-star chef, and he was like, "Yo, I need your help at the restaurant." Like that would be if you want to
Do I
put it
get
like
free
that.
food
Of
See,
if
you
I
course.
go.
work
Like
there?
I could write us a jingle.
She said, "Right, you feel me?" So like that's what I meant. Where it's like,
Do
all
I
right,
get
bet
free
you
food
doing
if I
something to
get
benefit
free?
each other versus we trying to compete. Because that's one thing I be learning a lot, especially with come like not just finances but in relationships. A lot of people want to compete. It be a lot of competition, even in your own relationship. Sometimes where you be competing with the person you sleeping with, and you be like, bro, like we supposed to be on the same team, right? Like we got the same jersey, right? Like we supposed to wear we finna win the championship together. Like you don't get a ring and I don't. Like what are you doing? Like that's why I'm like, all right, but I understand it as when you've been in that situation, being independent too by yourself, where it's like, bro, it's hard sometimes to be like, you finna help me? Like, why? Like that little meme with SpongeBob with the box, and he just, all right, like what you mean you finna, So I understand that completely, but yeah, man, that was a little bit my question there. Saul says time to go, so he want to give me the clock sign. So all right, so
But
give us the closing out, sir. Since
I got one more question though.
Okay, one more. Lay it on us.
Okay. So let's say
Saul, fuck you.
after that year, he doesn't have his stuff together. Would you continue to help him, or would you bail out?
Here's the thing. I think starting a label, I don't know nothing about music, but I think it might take a little longer than a year. But my biggest thing is you shouldn't have gave me a time. Just say it's open. It's endless. You know, you might need help with this for a minute. So keep doing your 9 to 5 because we gonna need that. Don't just be like, don't do, you know. Anyways, my biggest thing would be like the timing. I wouldn't expect a label to be up and like you may break even if you're lucky in a year. But to do anything more than breaking even, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I wouldn't expect it because in normal businesses, it take like 5 years to see like great return. So I wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm backing out because this, and this. Like, I think you gotta. It's hard because like, did you do your research? Like, you knew like just understanding stuff before you get into it. But in a year and a half, okay, what did we learn, and what else do we have to do? Is it something that we still continue to do? Because if it's only costing us more and we ain't got no people, maybe we should try this again in a couple years when we done met some more people or we know more artists. Like, let's figure out and let's really just analyze our situation before we spend some more money.
Yeah,
So
like
you doing your yearly review.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know I don't play about my reviews. You know I don't play about. You know I don't play about my reviews.
Her yearly reviews. She finna A through F. I got 10 different things with check marks and minuses, and she listen. This girl got a whole.
I made
a whole report card. She's
especially if you invested for a year to take off.
Because that's my money I put into it, so I want to see where it's going. I want to know what's going on with it because I put it in. Yeah, and I believe in you. So come on, show me something, man.
I believed in you. I fucking did.
What about you, love?
I'm rocking with it.
I'm fucking dead. I believed in you.
Right 2 years. I agree with Kayla. You need to do the yearly review, but for me, on the outside of that, I'm with the 6 months. Like 6 months in, I'm probably gonna be looking at you like, well, what are we doing here? Like, and how long am I supposed to still be on back burner to this situation? How can I still pick up on my stuff too? Or I'm gonna be starting to work on figuring out how my relaunch gonna start in the 6 month period.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So.
I don't know. You said what? No, I'm paying attention. I'm listening to y'all the whole time.
But you ain't got no answer.
Okay.
That wouldn't even happen to me first of all, because if it was me.
My dog said, "Look, my dog said that shit ain't happening to me, bro. She taking the back burner."
No, it ain't she taking no back burner. If my girl want me to take the back burner, she will already have some funds already prepared and set up for her. But this is not mine. He said that we've been together for a minute, meaning we both been making money. I'm putting money aside for whatever. So if she says she want to start a business, all right, how much do you need? Boom, we putting that down. And if you need me to do such and such and such, all right, more than likely, whatever I'm doing is not going to take up too much time for what I got to do. We've been together for whatever, and more than likely I'm going to be doing, let's say, owning a company or whatever. I don't know. It's just because then we're extending the scenario out. But whatever. She gonna already be straight. I'll do whatever I gotta do. If I gotta be on the back burner for my job, make sure that she's straight, then she's gonna be straight. At the end of the day, we're committed. I'm committed to you. You committed to me. Supposedly.
Right.
Now, I would hope that you would do the same for me. I hope that you would do the same for me when I want to do something.
I would hope you would do the same thing.
I would hope you do the same for me.
Pray, like, please, though, please. I would be so upset. Just, is it my turn now? No.
Yeah.
right. That's bad. No, I don't think
Yeah.
that's cool though either. I think y'all definitely should be investing in each other. And I don't think you should have to put yourself on the back burner to be with someone. I think y'all should be both equally investing in each other.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have a
You know what
cushion
I'm
if I
saying?
if
Even
I
if it
gotta put
can't be
her
as
financial on
equal,
the back burner.
that's okay too. But I just think that you should try to, like, if you working on something, they should be equally as invested. Meaning that even if you work on stuff a third of the time and they work on stuff 100% of the time, when you work on that little third, I need you super invested in my third.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
Yep.
So what's your
Because we're gonna
intention?
switch eventually. Because I would definitely say if me, it would switch. Where if
Yep.
it was if me as me, I would definitely say if my girl was at a point where if we was in a relationship and I understood, okay, Shorty is just like her business and her thing is just rocking and it's running. I'm gonna push it. I'm not gonna sit here and say and oh well, nah, I'm the man. You going? No, I don't. That's why I said it had nothing to do with genders earlier. It was like I'm just saying as in who you with. You feel me? And it's like, all right, if I'm with someone who I'm like with you, like Saul said earlier, and I'm with, and I'm like, okay, this is someone I've been investing with you already. I see no
Right.
problem in investing with you doing some business or doing a record label or this that, and the third. I'm gonna help you out. It's still your label, and I be telling people this all the time. Like when they ask me about business and helping them out, it's your business, bro. I'm not finna sit here and don't ask me to help you the way how you think you finna ask me to help you. Because if you ask me to help you, I'm finna run it. Like I'm finna make sure you straight. Like we finna go. Like I'm not playing with you.
Yeah,
Like
we on go
you wanna
mode.
be an artist, I'm finna make sure you top notch right now. Like you finna, hey fam, where you at? You been in the studio? No, all right, you got a problem. You're not talking. Like, go to the studio. And that's
Right.
how I feel like, and I would want that from my girl, vice versa. Where if it's me and I'm the one making money and I got a album coming soon, I need to be making videos. I expect, hey, bro, where you at? I know we all love you. Even if we was lovey dovey for a minute and we was all trying to be caked up in bed and we was chilling, I would want her to look around. You know, oh, babe, that's so cute. Wait a minute, did you go to the
He
studio
gonna
yet?
choke you up. Did you record your song
Did you
today?
go? Did you go to the video
Right.
yesterday?
Dang, ma. Dang, ma. Yeah,
That's
no,
how
I
it's supposed to
forgot.
be. That's
Don't
how it's
touch me.
supposed
I
to be.
forgot.
You don't want to go to the studio? Don't touch me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Like, no,
Goodbye.
go away. I don't want to talk to you. Damn.
Matter of fact, call him right now. Call
Hey,
call
bro,
him
you
right now
ain't
and
go
tell you
to.
go into the studio right now.
Matter of fact, I'm finna call the boys. They finna come over here. Bring the studio here since you
Right.
want to
Yeah.
play. I want four,
Where's
5
my
songs.
song?
I know
Where's
it's a
my
quick.
song?
Yeah, yeah. I already know the studio
I
in the
want
house
5 songs.
already. Hmm.
I would. That's why I said I would want that from my girl. I would expect this. I would because I
Definitely.
would do the same thing for her. Like, bro, I'm gonna make sure you straight. I'm not playing with you. We trying to make bands. We trying to be billionaires.
Right.
Can't do
Man.
that. I want the ring. I want my championship.
Right.
Fuck the stats. Oh, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Fuck the
Right.
stats.
Yeah.
The ring.
No, you know
I
them
get
stats
right.
right.
I can sit
Show
on the
up on
bench
my
as long
shirt.
as I'm still getting the ring.
Fuck the stat. Everybody trying to be promo. I'm at least in the era. If I'm in that committed situation, then I'm saying fuck the stats. In my opinion,
Mhm.
if I'm just like in a situation where I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make as much money as possible, and or I'm trying to do as much and get my shit together. Yeah, I'm finna ball out. I'm not. I like how I'm talking basketball right now, but I'm finna go crazy. Like I'm finna just go do what I need to do and make sure that I'm straight. But once I find me somebody who I'm like, yeah, this is the person I want to stick with. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure whatever you doing, I'm doing.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. So I'm getting told we gotta go. So Saul, do your little wrap up, man. Give us the
Ooh,
wrap up.
ooh wee. All right, y'all. Well, it has been another great episode of That's How Ready. I hope y'all gained some knowledge from what we have spoken about today. I am Saul. You can follow me on Instagram at official.saw. Everybody else say where y'all are from. What's y'all names? Where can they find y'all?
Mocha said y'all can find her right down at that screen. Yeah, I wouldn't say knowledge not to like knock it, but just a different perspective because I don't want people to just take what we say and assume like this isn't
Yeah,
our profession, so we just giving our perspective.
No, the
Don't
first part of the show, yeah, the first part of the show, y'all need to listen. But the second half, what we just talked about, you take that with a grain of salt.
Grateful. The grainy is the grain.
oh, let's do it.
but
What was
I'm
your name?
Amber. Y'all can follow me at Kaylamone on Instagram. It's down there.
And you could definitely follow me at Combat Pretty.
See,
Okay, follow me at Z. I ain't know who's gonna talk. Follow me at Z Huddle, man. ZHUNNO_.
yes, yes, sir. Well, I'm glad
Y'all ain't got
y'all
no final thoughts.
enjoyed it.
Y'all ain't got nothing to finally say at the
And
end.
bottom line, get your money.
Well,
Your
yeah.
money right.
Bottom
Get your
line,
money right.
And always
bottom
have
line.
money. You can never go wrong.
Your relationship is your relationship. Can't nobody dictate. No, can't nobody else dictate how your relationship should go. So
Period.
that's why we said
That wasn't
take
the
what
topic.
we say with a grain of
The
salt.
topic was money.
Right. Get your money right.
Get your
Get your
money
money
right.
back.
Still
Yeah,
get
my
your money.
friend.
Okay? Still get your money right. And we out. Let's go.
Right.
Y'all have a good day.
Peace.
Y'all ain't y'all know we dance at the end. Come on now, y'all.
Ain't no me.
It's,
Well,
it's a
okay.
Ain't thinking.
it's a week. Well, yeah. Yeah. It's a week. Yeah, y'all gotta. All right, Kayla, fuck you in the do rag. All right.
First
You
of
in
all,
the
I
do
gave you
rag.
a